Hey everybody, Brandy here doing my comments from the car today. I would like to do a PSA, a public service announcement. When I was considering what I would say in this vlog, I thought to myself maybe I should give a warning to the men out there who might be watching and tell them just to, turn it off and move on to the next post or whatnot. But I've reconsidered and I've decided that, you know what, I think the men in this world should hear this as well. I had a recent regular annual mammogram screening last week, and I was notified a couple days later that I needed to go back to do a diagnostic screening, which usually means that they have found something in the original screening that has caused them to want to look a little bit deeper. Now, I've had this experience before, so I wasn't terribly surprised. The last time that I was asked to come back, they determined that I have very dense breast tissue. And dense breast tissue shows up on the mammogram as being kind of a bright white, which is also the same color that cancer shows up as. So when I asked a little bit further, she said it was not the dense breast tissue that they were seeing, but there was some sort of distortion or something that was pulling, and sometimes that can be the precursor to cancer or whatnot. So then I got a little worried, but I made the appointment, and today was the first available time that I had, because when you do your diagnostic exams, it usually takes several hours, because you go in, do a special kind of mammogram, you go back out and you sit with all the other ladies with their pink robes on, and wait for you to be called back again. And if the doctor wants to do other pictures or do an ultrasound, which today was my case, so I did the special 3D mammogram, and then I went back in to do an ultrasound. I was there from 8:30 until now, which is about noon, so it took up all of my morning. I was getting a little bit nervous because when we were doing the ultrasound, she was getting out her measuring tape to measure the length or whatever she was seeing, and I asked her, I said, are you allowed to tell me what you're seeing? And she said, no, the doctor will come in and talk to you. And so then I got really kind of worried and scared, and she finished, and I immediately was trying to put my mind somewhere else and thinking about good things that I've got coming up. And so tomorrow I'm going to check out some campgrounds in eastern Kentucky. I've got my cruise that are scheduled in November, just trying to occupy myself. And the ultrasound lady came back, and she gave me a piece of paper that basically said the doctor didn't think it was cancer, and that it was probably just some more dense breast tissue, and for me to come back in 6 months. So, whew, I was a little stressed there for a little bit. But my PSA to you all is that don't forego and neglect your annual exams if you're over the age 40. And if you have a history of breast cancer in your family, which to my knowledge I do not in my family, if you've got a history or known history, then I think you need to start going around 30 or 35. It just depends on your own family situation, but that's the last thing that I want to do, is to delay those screenings in any way. When I was in my early 20s, I was diagnosed with pre-cancerous cells of the cervix, and had to have a procedure to have those removed. And I do not miss my annual female pap smear exam because of that. They have now come out with new requirements or new guidelines that says that if you've had so many years of normal tests, that you should, go every 5 years, and I refuse to. So I go every year faithfully. So The reason why I want men to see this is to know that, you know, your wife, your daughter, your grandmother, your mother, encourage them to go to those screenings. I know it's a female thing, and men probably don't feel comfortable talking to their children or their wives or their mothers or their grandmothers, but I think it's really important when a man in your life shows enough that they care about you and wants you to take care of yourself. I think that means a lot. And talking about mammograms and pap smears and all of those other things that women have to go through should not be a taboo subject. Everyone should feel comfortable with talking about preventative care when it comes to cancer, and especially of the female organ. So anyway, that's my PSA today. Another long video. Wow, 6 minutes. I really got to figure out how to cut these down. Maybe I should edit them a little bit better, but I don't have time. I just want to do the vlog and put it out there. So anyway, you guys have a productive day, and have a great weekend. All right, bye.